and also don't worry about the critics. Like one of my favorite quotes of all time is the um FDR quote about or is it Teddy Roosevelt?
I don't know.
Teddy
Oh,
Roosevelt, the man in the arena. Only the man in the arena knows the dust and the blood and the sweat. Um, I forget the full quote, but
yeah.
it's great poetry. But yeah, it's just about basically, ignore the critic because they don't know what it's like to be in there. Like don't worry about the comment section because they're commenting on what you made. Like anybody can type about what you did,
Yeah, it's
Like who
true.
cares? Like my mentality is if you could do it, you would do it. And even if you couldn't do it and you did it, that still makes you better than people who talked about the people who did it.
That's true. But don't ignore us as movie critics. We
No,
know what we're
yeah,
talking
listen to
about.
us though.
We don't know.
Plus, we're talking about it because we love it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
one.
us.
Welcome to Out the Trunk with Jordan and Darius. My name is Darius. That's D's all up in the area on all socials.
And I'm Jordan. That's Jordan be writing on all socials.
This is our segment we call What's on Our Mind. Quick hits throughout the week. Sometimes we get into deeper questions, just our general place where we put discussion. So, one start off the bat. You ever have someone mention something like a technology or just a piece of pop culture that you totally forgot about, and it just sends you back to a place? I saw a
Yeah.
tweet earlier this morning, and a girl was like, I was scrolling, it's like my guy friends don't believe how bad dating apps are. I was scrolling, I was showing through the messages, and I was like, people use those things still. It's like, who's still using dating apps in 2026? I just thought that was extinct.
Um, the short answer is use it when you're bored. And then the long answer is masochists usually tend to use it because you got to be a glutton for punishment because there's nothing good on there.
I was gonna say the only people left are the desperate or like the socially awkward to like autism levels. Like I'm a pretty
Or
socially
couples
awkward
looking,
guy, but I'm talking about like drooling in public,
or it's
socially
like
awkward.
couples looking for thirds and shit like
I just
that.
totally, it was just completely out of the lexicon. I have not heard someone talk about a dating app in a minute, and I was like,
Yeah,
damn,
it's
people, those are
usually
still around.
yeah, it's usually something you do when you're bored type shit or yeah.
I just, you know, I remind people that there's no incentive for the like their stated purpose. There's no incentive for them
Just to keep you on
to
there.
keep. They want you on the app. So like, if they did
Right.
what it was supposed to do, they would run out of business. So like,
Right.
you
There'd never be
keep.
any.
It's like a cigarette, you know, like a healthy cigarette. There's no such thing. Delete those things. It's like the worst thing possible. So,
Yeah.
anyways, but throw it to you, man. Topic one, McDonald's. I don't even know what's going on with that. So you take it.
Yeah, so remember we had that talk about like vacations
Hmm.
last week, and I said I don't want to when I'm eating on vacation, I don't want to go anywhere that I can eat like at home, like a chain restaurant, basically, something like that.
Gotcha.
And so I was hanging out with some friends over the weekend, and they were like, I do want to push back on that, and they said because the McDonald's in Tokyo is like different. They have like unique stuff there. Like I think they have like you get ramen and shit like that there. Um, so it's an interesting exception, which I did not think of. So I wanted to ask you if you knew of any like chain restaurants that had any unique uh dishes, I guess, or any like exceptions to the rule for you, or any,
I mean, if if the audience will remember the conversation, I was pretty amenable to going to chains on
true,
vacation.
yeah,
But
yeah.
no, I follow this guy on YouTube who basically is just perusing around Asia,
Yeah.
gallivanting, if you will, and he does like what I ate in a day to cycle around Taiwan or whatever, and sometimes he'll pop into a
Mhm.
McDonald's, and the menu is totally different.
Right.
And you know, I don't know, I can't recall a specific item off the top of my head, but yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I've heard of that. I don't know why it would. It seems odd, but the menus are different in different parts of the world, I guess.
Right. Yeah, I've seen like grocery stores in or like bodegas in like other countries have like areas where you can like make like pho and shit like that.
Yeah, I know the gas stations that he hits are just like way better than our gas. I mean,
Yeah.
well, the gas station cheeseburger that we have here is not, you know, but like he said, it's like homemade pho and there's like soup
hmm
dumplings and
Yeah.
he and
Some
then
microwaves.
yeah, but like how good are microwave soup dumplings really?
Well,
Like, like I'm just, how good is the pho that you're getting that you're assembling in your car
that's
from
fair.
the gas station? I imagine it's a 1-to-1 equivalent to when we get chicken tenders from Sheets. Is it's like fine,
Probably, yeah.
but like it's not the best chicken tender you've had. So they're gassing
Hmm.
it a little bit, but I'd
That's
try it.
valid.
Sure. I'm not a I do prefer non-chain restaurants to chain restaurants, but like I
Right.
don't really if it's if we're out and about during the day and that's what's around to eat, I don't have a problem with the chain food
Hmm.
on the like it's not what I would it's not my first, second, or third choice, but it's not like a I know some people who it's just like a straight up deal breaker. Like they plan
Yeah.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner the whole trip. And that's
Yeah.
it's like, you know, everyone vacations differently, and I hope
True.
people like tie it back to the conversation that get their vacation match. So,
Yeah.
um, moving on to a question I had for you because I already had an
Okay.
answer. If you could delete one technological advancement forever, just like MIB flashy thing it from existence,
Hmm.
no one ever knew it happened before, would you do it, and what would you do?
Yeah. I think the technology I would want to delete forever, I would say, um, commercial pickup trucks.
Okay.
Because I hate the way that people who drive pickup trucks drive. I don't mean like people who have CDLs. I don't mean 18 wheelers. I mean people who just have F-150s. They drive like they own the road, and like it's okay if your car gets hit and you die.
So you mean consumer pickup trucks?
Yes, yes,
Because
consumer. I'm
CDL
sorry,
is
yeah, consumer.
commercial
Yeah, I'm
driver's
tripping.
license. Yeah.
No, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying not
Okay.
CDLs. Like
All
those
right.
guys are cool.
I was like, how do you think
Uh,
you're getting your food and your
no, no, no. I wanted to make sure I wasn't to distinguish the difference. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm saying people who drive just regular pickup trucks, just to and from work and home, and pleasure vehicles, if you will, in the insurance world, that's what we call them. Yeah, I hate those things, and I hate the people who drive them.
My most old man yell at the clouds boomer complaint is that the trucks are too damn big and everyone drives too damn fast.
Yeah,
Like it's just like,
yeah,
dude, I was walking home from the gym the other day and I walked past these things are just tanks. They're not trucks, they're tanks.
right. They're
And I'm like,
Batmobiles.
if your truck makes me feel small when I stand next to it, it's too damn big for the road.
It's too big for the
Like,
road. And
it's
when they get
like
them elevated and they're like 12 feet tall,
it's
who needs
like
that?
if you're driving in your neighborhood and a kid's ball rolls into the street, you're not going to see that kid. You're just
No.
not. Like there's no chance if you're driving
Yeah,
30 miles an hour, which they never do. They're always speeding.
correct.
You're not going to see it. If a kid's ball rolls into the road, you're going to hit that kid. And it's
Exactly.
just luck that it hasn't happened yet. And those trucks are too damn
Hmm.
big.
I
So
agree.
that is my most hipster liberal left wing nanny state position is
Complaint.
that the trucks are too damn big and everyone drives too damn fast. So
I'm not mad at that.
I agree with you on that one. Mine smartphones. If I could just nuke those from existence, I
Really?
would. Yeah, I would
Oh man, I
100%.
think I die.
Not even close. I think they make us dumber. They make our attention
That is
spans
true.
worse. Mind you, I didn't say get rid of social media. I think Facebook is fine when you have to go to a desktop computer and go on
True.
it, and Instagram and all of that. But no, if I could take the computers out of our pockets and put them back in a room in the house, and when
Hmm.
not saying cell phones, you can have a regular cell phone. Like you can still
True.
text
Okay,
and
okay,
call,
got you.
just
Okay.
smartphones
Just
being
phones with no
connected
internet access.
mainlining vertical form TikTok videos to your
Content.
pocket is
Okay,
not
got
good
you.
for anything.
No vertical streaming, basically.
No, like the old school
Okay.
Nokia with the game on it was Snake, and you could text
Who's
with
calling that shit?
yeah.
Who? Who?
By the way, I actually think that's a good song. Drake is
It is a
just
good
so
song. It
down
is a
right
good
now
song.
that no
He is
one
down
was
bad.
checking for him. I maintain that was actually a good song, but
It was.
no, maybe not. Like BlackBerry was like a perfect little
It was.
taste of the
Um,
internet, but not
Sidekick.
yet sidekick. Like that
Yeah.
was the last time I thought cell phones were a net positive. Now I
I'm not
think
mad at that.
I think the iPhone and the
Because you had a couple
Galaxies
games, you could check scores on your phone.
text your friends. Like I don't think like it
Yeah.
sucked back when you left the house. You were just kind of like hoping people showed up. That sucked. Like being able to text and call
Yeah.
people on the road and figure out coordinations and like that's fine.
Yeah.
And
And you need GPS.
I mean, Sure. I think that makes us dumber too. Figuring
I,
out navigating the roads and figuring things out was a part of like cognitive learning that was good for us. And no, I think it's like a dumb phone. If I could just give everybody a dumb
Mhm.
phone again and take the
Okay.
internet out of our pockets, I would literally snap a finger and do it tomorrow. I think they are
Okay.
net negative. So just specifically the
Yeah.
smartphone. And I don't social media is fine as long as it's not in our pocket. So if
Hmm.
back when you can go on the website and post your pictures and go live your life, that was cool.
Right.
And
So basically,
then
no posting until you get home, pretty much.
just take the internet off the phones. Keep the
Okay.
phones for calling, texting, and have the internet be on a computer at the crib or laptop, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's mine. So
Okay.
moving into
Um.
art, you want to talk about
Okay.
some art, or did you have anything
Yeah.
else for that?
I was gonna think. I'm trying to think if I had any other ones. I think that was my big one, honestly. Like, because I just use a lot of technology, so I can't think of anyone that I really like wouldn't want done. I mean, if there was like an upgrade, I guess, or like if I could erase one facet of technology, I really, really, really hate like cords and wires.
Yeah.
They're just like shackles, and I hate them. And I wish there was a way we could unplug everything and still like use them.
We're getting there.
Yeah, yeah, we're getting there.
We're getting there. Um, I did think of one loophole in my smartphone thing, and then I thought
Okay,
like actually it would be better. Like,
okay,
yeah, it would be better if music wasn't on our phone and we actually had to buy CDs and listen to them. I don't think streaming is making us better consumers of music. So
yeah,
no,
that's
that
true.
that can go too.
There's so many albums I've never finished. I have access to more music than anyone who's ever lived in the history of the world, in the history of time,
Yeah.
and that I've got more unfinished albums in my phone.
Man, when you had to spend that 15 and buy an actual CD,
You're gonna spin that shit.
you were gonna listen to that motherfucker. And I know there were some duds. My most famous one was Dragon's opposite of H2O, because there's nothing worse than trying to force yourself to like some trash ass CD that you
No,
bought.
yeah.
But no,
You
man, like
gotta be like, you just don't get it. You don't understand what they're saying.
no, that shit's trash. But no,
Yeah,
like there would be some downsides, but I definitely think all in all, we would be better off if we nuked those damn things. So,
you
all right,
know.
man. Art, you got something on here for art?
Yeah, I was thinking about this. There was like an old quote I saw someone I kept trying to find on social media who said it. I wouldn't give them the credit, but basically they were just saying like, uh, don't let your art die with you.
Okay.
Meaning like when it's your time to go, you put as much of it out as you possibly could. That way, it's not, your work isn't left unseen, unappreciated. Um, and it speaks a lot to just like the fear artists have of putting things out,
Yeah.
and it's a great way to think about it. Like, what was the point of obviously you enjoy the process, but like, what's the point of making the things you love or making things you love to make if no one sees them? It's like, that question, if a forest falls on the tree and if a tree falls in the forest, doesn't make a sound if no one's there to hear it, you know? And like I saw the Michael Jackson movie last week, and there's a famous quote, and they actually put it in the movie where he said, like he would, whenever he got an idea, he would get wherever he was, he would run to the studio, basically. And they were like, "Why do you have to do it right now?" He's like, "If I don't execute the great ideas God gives me, He'll give them to Prince." And like, I just love the idea that just like those ideas and those thoughts were given to you because only you could execute them and share those with the world. So I just really like that. It's interesting that like for my money, the greatest entertainer ever, or top three at worst, had that like dogged desperation because he could have just chilled and not had that mentality, but that's what made him great. And I just want to get your feedback or your thoughts on that.
I agree. Someone should tell George R. R. Martin that.
Yes.
He needs to hear this message. No, 100%. They're almost like it's almost like leaving for the people behind you, your family and things like that. It's
Yeah.
important. Like those things, those mementos and they used to be journals and things like that.
Hmm.
Like you go through photo albums and people have been gone a long time, but that's the piece that, that stays with them. Because there's a lot, I mean, you think about
Right.
it statistically, it's like two generations and you'll be forgotten forever. Like it's like
Right.
your children will remember you, your grandchildren will remember you, but your great grandchildren, you're just going to be that old person in the corner of the house that they knew for like 2 years.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
like that's what's going to, unless you are famous or do something and like that,
Historic.
your
Yeah.
art is what's your art, your writings, your whatever is going to be here longer than you are. So
Correct. Yeah.
whatever someone wrote in 1700s has long outlived their 40 years on this planet. So
Right.
yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. You should get it out there. I should take my own advice sometimes, but 100% that the get it out there because that's your legacy, if you will. And I know that's like a loaded word, but it is true. That's what people are
Yeah.
going to have when you're gone. They're going to have the pictures. They're going to have the things you wrote. They're going to have the letters you wrote. They're going to have the projects you did in school, the
Hmm.
podcasts you recorded. And so that's going to these podcasts will exist on some RSS feed when we are dirt,
Right.
like so someone 100 years from now, our ancestry or whatever our progeny will be able to listen to what we thought about McDonald's in Tokyo in
Yeah.
2026. So
Yeah.
that's always good.
Yeah, I think so too. I think like art is in a way like people act like art is like highfalutin or whatever, but like it's kind of the key to immortality in a way. It's a form of it rather, you know. We just spoke about Michael Jackson. He was born in what 1950 something
Yeah.
in Indiana, and there are kids who are going to be fans of his who have not been born yet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think of like you know, Michael Jordan played basketball in 23 years.
Yeah.
And
30. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
everybody
Wizards.
around the world is still right, if you want to count that.
Yeah.
It's still wearing his shoes. You know, he'll be remembered forever.
I mean,
Most people
the
aren't gonna be
album
Michael
Michael,
Jackson, but you know.
the album Michael Jackson is most known for came out before we were born, 83.
Right. Yeah,
Like literally, we weren't even a twinkle in our parents' eyes,
correct.
and we know that whole album.
Right.
And it doesn't even feel like it came out before I was born. It's that ubiquitous.
Timeless.
And
Yeah.
so yeah, yeah, it's true. Marvin Gaye died before I was born. Marvin Gaye died 40 years ago, and
That's
yet,
crazy.
Let's Get It On comes on. People,
Everybody knows it.
everyone knows that song. He's been dead 40 years, which is
Yeah.
insane. But so,
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Yeah, I think about it like I remember the first time I saw Boys in the Hood, I was like 18 or 19, and my mom was like, I was pregnant with you when this movie came out, you know? And Boys in the Hood, it's not Citizen Kane, but it's a classic movie. And the fact that people have those memories attached to things like that, is that's what connects us and that's what brings us together. And I think that, I know that it's easy to succumb to the fear of like, oh, what if nobody likes it? What if it's not unique, or what if I look stupid or cringe or whatever? And those thoughts are like human, but it's also like, well, you're gonna die, so like, what's the worst that could happen?
yeah,
Somebody
I,
somewhere who didn't do it is gonna talk about it.
you know, um, that is true. If well, some people post some unfunny, unoriginal reels that I wish they
Well,
would just keep in the tuck. But at least be original. If you're going to post it, at least have it be original. And yes, if it's a
I feel
bad
you.
reel
Yeah,
or it's a brick, if it
yeah,
was original, God bless you, post it.
yeah. Shout out
Just
to you.
yeah, but just don't remix the same joke you've seen 5,000 times. I was
That's
listening
valid.
to Tammy Terrell, who is Ain't No Mountain High Enough, the girl in that song,
Yeah,
and Marvin Gaye, and I mean she died in 1970. That's like
yeah,
55 years ago, 56
pretty
years
much. Yeah.
ago, dead, gone. And
Hmm.
that song, I don't know if it resonates with the children anymore, but like that song is
It probably
still
does.
it's I can it I mean, how long ago did she record it if she died in 1970?
Right. So she's probably recording what, 60?
It's just wild how old some of this stuff is getting.
No, it's actually kind of scary.
Like the Cosby Show ended in 92, which is all 35 years ago,
Basically
34
35 years
years
ago.
ago.
Yeah.
Like so yeah,
Yeah.
it lives forever. Don't die with your art. So
No, I do not. And also don't worry about the critics. Like one of my favorite quotes of all time is the um FDR quote about or is it Teddy Roosevelt?
I don't know the
Teddy
quote.
Roosevelt, the man in the arena. Only the man in the arena knows the dust and the blood and the sweat. Um, I forget the full quote, but it's great poetry. But yeah, it's just about basically, ignore the critic because they don't know what it's like to be in there. Like don't worry about the comment section because they're commenting on what you made. Like anybody can type about what you did, you know?
Yeah, it's
Like who
true.
cares? Like my mentality is if you could do it, you would do it. And if you couldn't do it and you did it, that still makes you better than people who talked about the people who did it.
That's true, but don't ignore us as movie critics. We
No,
know what we're
yeah,
talking
listen to
about.
us though.
We don't know.
Plus, we're talking about it because we love it.
Yeah, yeah, us, we're different. We're good
We're
critics.
different. Not us though. Y'all be safe.
All these other critics, fuck them. They ain't never done it
Yeah,
before.
fuck them all.
Um, no, I don't necessarily agree with one has to be a subject matter expert to critique the art.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, but it is important to get it out there and understand that everyone isn't going to like everything. And
Right,
also understand that like a critic's job is different than a fan's job. You see this often when people compare like the critic score with the Rotten Tomato score. And it's like, well,
right.
they're doing two different things. And it's
Correct.
I'm gonna go see Mortal Kombat on Thursday. I
Okay.
love Mortal Kombat. As a millennial, that's just the first violent video game I had my hands on. I remember
Right.
sneaking and playing that. That movie's going to be bad. That movie's going to be
Of
poorly
course.
rated. But like as a fan, that's not what I'm going for. Like I know,
Yeah.
that movie, there's going to be a sharp divergence between the fan score and the critic score, but I would be disappointed in a critic if he just reviewed it like a fan because I know this movie is going
Right.
to be bad. The first one was bad. But I went to the theater and I loved it. And well,
Yeah.
it was the reboot. The first two were good, I think, and then the
Okay.
reboot from a couple years ago was a technically bad movie, but I enjoyed it, and I'm gonna go see Mortal Kombat because it's fucking Mortal Kombat. I don't miss a Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
Um,
And I
yeah,
like good bad movies. Those are fun.
yeah, yeah. State Property, one of my favorite terrible
Yeah.
movies. uh, Friday is not,
Yeah, Friday.
it's
That
not
awkward
Citizen
moment
Kane.
is yeah, I feel you. That awkward moment is one of my favorite favorite bad movies. I love that movie. It is what
Have,
it is.
have you
That's okay.
seen Two Night Stand with Miles Teller
Miles
and
Teller and
yeah, like that's a bad
yeah.
movie that I like.
Yes.
I would say the lady's name, but it's changed. I think she's I
Okay.
don't want to misgender her, but
Oh, I know you're talking
yeah,
about. Yeah.
she is something, but I'm not gonna even step into that. But
Yeah.
great bad movie, terrible movie though.
Yeah.
What else? What other some good bad movies that
Let's talk about that. That's fun. Good bad movies. Hmm. You know what? People shit on Ben Affleck's Daredevil. I love that movie.
I mean, Best Man Holiday, not a good movie,
Yeah,
but
horrible. Yeah, but it's a fun movie. It's a good bad movie. I don't know why they had to kill her off the end, but it's a good bad movie.
I cannot believe Morris Chestnut didn't ask for a second take on that scene, man. Dude,
He looked like he was trying to like cough up a hairball.
it's maybe they just had a plane to catch, and he was just like,
Yeah, something happened.
so it might have just been the best take. Like, well, fuck it, we
That
got.
it's possible, or maybe the director just like was pissed at him and said, "You know what? I'm gonna get you back."
But yeah, I mean, understand that a critic's job is not the same as a fan. Put it out there, accept criticism. It's good.
Yeah,
And you see, just when a movie you like gets poorly rated, that doesn't understand that that's the critic's job is something different. So, you
right.
know. All right,
That's
man.
true.
Another hypothetical I'm gonna throw at you. If
Okay.
you could go back in time, so it's not a future. Well, not, duh. If you could go back in time to attend one sporting event, what would it be?
Man, one sporting event. I wrote like seven.
Okay.
So my first one, 1936, the Berlin Olympics, Jesse
Okay.
Owens, record long jump at the time in front of Hitler. I would love to have been there to see that
Okay.
and the shock on those people's faces. Next
Are you going to
one.
leave 1936 immediately afterwards? Are you hanging
Oh
out?
hell yeah, absolutely. No, no, no. I'm hitting the hot tub time machine button right
All
away.
right, just making sure. I don't know if you want to hang out in Germany in 1936,
Yeah, no. There's a
or
reason there's no black.
not many places in
Yeah, anywhere in
1936.
1936. I
Um,
wouldn't even want to be in Africa in 1936.
you know, I'm not well versed in that
Um,
region, but I imagine that it wasn't great for Black American
yeah,
people in
correct.
1936 in many places.
Yeah, there's a reason there's no black time travel movies. We can only go back to like 1985. Um,
Untapped market, though. I believe that with the right
yeah.
person, not named Jordan Peele, it
No,
could
no,
be
no, no, no.
it could do
Yeah.
some. We could make something happen with that. So
Ryan Coogler. We just want our 10%. Uh,
One could say Sinners, though. I guess that was set in the time. Anyways, carry
yeah,
on.
I'll say wouldn't. Yeah. My next one is the Thriller in Manila. Ali versus Foreman. One of the greatest boxing matches of all time. Literally, both their like camps thought each other was gonna die. Like they were trying to like get them to stop the fight. Several times, neither man refused. Um, I'm gonna go 1982 NCAA championship. UNC versus Georgetown. Michael Jordan's first version of the shot
Yeah.
that made him famous. I would go both LeBron game sevens. Game seven against the Warriors, for me, my money, the greatest game ever. And then game seven against the Spurs, which is probably top five finals game of all time. Um, Gotta go 96 Bulls Jazz. MJ hits the shot, 6.6 seconds left, 5.2 seconds left on the clock. Actually, have the poster right behind me. Um, it was a push off, but we're gonna let it go because that's
Full extension, man.
full. He didn't even try to hide it.
I mean,
Um,
yeah. Like Byron Russell just literally slid across the whole floor. That was rough. That was a bad missed call.
he was the first person to ever moonwalk on a basketball court.
Yeah.
And then my last one is Patriots Giants, the first one in what was it, 2000, what, seven? Oh, seven? Yeah.
Yeah. Because that year they went
Or I guess
undefeated.
08, because yeah, 08,
The
yeah.
Super Bowl would have been January '08, but it would have been the
Yeah.
2007 season.
Yeah, oh seven Patriots, yeah. So those are mine. What you got?
Just so same Bron Spurs Heat series, but I want Game 6. I want to see the Ray Allen shot. When he's
Ooh, that's
like
a good one. That's a
stepping
good
back
one.
in the corner because they were down 6 with like 40 seconds left, and the Spurs actually
Yep.
had started roping off, which you never
Yeah.
ever do that.
Never do that.
And like you could literally like smell. I mean, I wasn't there, but I bet they could like smell
Smell
the
the champagne. Yeah.
And Kawhi missed those 2 free throws,
Yep.
and
Bron hit that crazy three at first, remember?
Bosch got that rebound because Duncan
Yep.
wasn't in the game because it was
Yep.
like a weird. I don't know. Greg Popovich was sleeping or something.
Yeah, I don't know
And
what the
Ray
hell
Allen,
happened
man,
there.
that's like he caught that ball and he didn't even
Stepping
look
back,
down.
did not
and,
look down and
and
laced it.
I just remember, man, I lived in California at the time, and
Yeah.
um, work ends at like 5 o'clock in normal time, and keep in mind we're 3 hours behind. The game starts at like 8
Right.
Eastern, so like I
Yeah, so
get
that's
home
5.
and like
Yeah.
I went and got In and Out. It's one of those things if you In and Out burger,
Yeah.
and I got to the crib at like the end of the first quarter, and
Yeah.
it was. I mean, it's tough to beat Game 7, 2016. It's tough to beat Kobe
Yeah.
Celtics '08.
Oof, that was a good one.
We went through some years with some bad finals, but like
Yeah, we did.
Lakers Kings 2002. Game
Yep.
7 was tough with the Kobe air ball, the alley oop to Shaq, and Shaq goes,
Yeah.
"Ah."
Bryant to Shaq.
But it's tough to beat. That Spurs Heat series was probably the
Yeah,
best
man.
7-game series I've seen. Only because like 2016, the only game that was close was 7. It was 6 blowouts in
That's
game
true.
7.
Yeah, that's true.
So I always rank Spurs Heat as a better 7-game series because the games were close outside of
that's
7.
valid. Yeah, that's
But
valid.
I mean, 2016, that game 7 made up for the fact that it was 6 blowouts.
Correct.
And so it's so many things that happened in that game. Like Draymond had a triple double. No one remembers
Yeah,
it.
he dropped 30. He made like 5
Has he
threes.
scored 30 points since?
No.
He
He literally had the game of his life and no one cares.
Game 7, 30 points.
Yeah.
And no
I
one
think he had
will
like
ever
32,
remember it.
15, and 7.
Yeah, which is just that's so out of his mind. It's like hard to even.
It is.
It's to say it would be. It'd be like Dennis Rodman dropping 40. Like,
Yes.
like what happened? Wait, is this right? Am I reading this
Yeah.
correctly? Like, it just
No, that
and
shit was
losing
nuts,
to
bro.
get that game from
And-
Draymond and lose.
Right. And by the way, that's the crazy part because if he had not played like that, they would have got blown out because Steph was not great in that game. Clay
It was a
wasn't
rock
great
fight.
in that game.
The final
Yeah, it
score
was
was
a
like
rock fight.
88, 84 or something
Yeah,
like that.
in 93, 89.
Yeah, and
Um,
like the Kyrie shot, because
the
that was a tie
block.
game. The block.
Oh my God.
So yeah, that game 7 was so great. It made up for the fact that the first 6 games were blowouts.
It did. It did. You're right. It did. And we had that. I remember that iconic LeBron meme after he
Yeah,
swatted
with
Steph shit
the
in game
headphones.
6. Oh yeah, that one too. He
that was
had
after
two.
game 4. They were down 3-1.
Yeah, with the headphones. And then there was the one, remember when he blocked Steph shot and he said some crazy shit to him. You could tell he said some crazy shit.
Oh yeah.
And remember, and everybody said he was saying like, "Tell Aisha to cook for me" or some shit like that.
But like the thing that gets underrated about that is J.R. Smith making Andre Iguodala move his hands. Like, because Andre
Yes.
Iguodala just, and J.R. Smith undercuts him and he has to go
Yep.
over, which
Yep.
buys LeBron like an extra half second
A half a
to
second.
fucking
Yep.
teleport. He's at like the free throw line when
Yep.
Andre Iguodala gets his gather.
Iguodala.
And I don't know how, to this day, I don't understand.
I don't.
I was at Brick House on Hillsborough, um, and I just remember how it erupted. Like it's just
Yeah.
I didn't think the Warriors actually would lose until that block. I just didn't think it was
Even
like,
then, I wasn't sure. Even then, I wasn't sure, bro. Because I was like, Steph's gonna hit a three, and my heart will be broken. Um, it's
I
crazy.
just
So
didn't
the
think it was
story.
real until that block. Once he hit that block,
I
I was
feel
like,
you.
oh shit, they're gonna do this.
Yeah. And so there's actually the story behind that. So LeBron, that's like basically a set play they run on defense, pretty much. Like
Yeah.
LeBron tells all his guys, no matter what happens on the fast break, don't give up on play. Just give me a second and I'll
Yeah.
get there. I promise you, just give me a second and I'll get there, which is why JR did it because he knew LeBron was coming. Like all LeBron's teammates have said, like when you're on the fast break, you can hear him running because he's so big.
Yeah.
And he's like, they're like, all you hear is, and then like, and
Freight train.
right. And he held him up just enough to where he had to go for the reverse. And if you notice, LeBron went up with both hands. He was ready
Yeah.
to block it either way, which was
On
fucking
either
crazy.
side. And that and then man, the what if he lands that dunk on Draymond, I think the building
Ooh.
might have collapsed. I think the
Bro.
actual roof
Your
would have
roof would have
caved
caved
in if he lands that block. Then I thought he broke his wrist, but
I did too. I did. I did too.
I'm like this. He has to be on the court at the end of this. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I
was
will
like,
pause. We
like,
could sit here all
oh,
night.
no, dead ass, bro. Play tomorrow in 3
Give
weeks.
him a
or something. I
cast him up, and we'll just play these last 10 seconds because it can't end like this.
thought he was gonna have to shoot his free throw with his left hand
Um,
when he
because
went
by
down.
then it was kind of over, but that dunk
Yeah.
would have been
Bro,
nasty.
a poster to end Game 7
Yeah,
on
And
the
if you
guy
wanna-
you got suspended.
And if you want to feel old, that was 10 years ago this year. So
Yeah, that's crazy. Dude.
nah, I'm with you. I still lean 2013 just because all the games were good.
Okay.
But that was
I'm not mad at that.
That was the best Game 7 I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, me too. But even the Spurs Heat in that 2013 talk about that game 1 was crazy. Remember Tony Parker hit that crazy floater off the glass with like 0.2 left on the clock.
Was that the series where the air conditioner fucked up and
No, that was the one they lost to Miami. Or that was the one Miami lost to the Spurs.
So it was the
That
next
was
year,
LeBron.
2014.
Yeah, that was LeBron's last year. Yeah, they tried to kill the Heat with the AC.
You know, I'm not a big on conspiracy theories. I think
I know, but that shit was crazy though.
it's awfully convenient. But you know, they did get their get back and that was fine, but nothing.
Yeah.
I still say I'd rather be at Game 6 because
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
didn't Game 7 go to overtime though?
No, Game 6 went to overtime.
Okay, yeah. Okay, because Ray Allen hit the shot.
He tied it. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I want Game 6 for sure.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I think I got one last one that I forgot. I'm gonna go Kobe's final game. We dropped 60 at Staples Center. I'd probably go to that one.
Game is one way to put it. They just kind of it was a coronation. Sure.
It was a shooting exhibition.
Yeah. I've never seen. I mean, they damn near laid down on the court. Like it's just like it was like you ever see those videos of like Vladimir Putin playing like pickup hockey in Russia, and like it's clear
No.
all the other players are just letting him score, like because they know if they like block his shot, they might get killed.
Yeah.
It's what it felt like. It was like occasionally, like I mean, he's old now, but like 20 years ago,
Yeah.
Vladimir Putin would like play pickup hockey with like
Mhm.
pro hockey players, and like these are pros, and they're just dogging it. 'Cause,
Treating like a Make-A-Wish kid.
again, they might get sent to the gulag if they fuck up.
Right.
That's what it felt like. It really did felt like
That's hilarious.
some like dictator was like, if you block this shot, if you play any defense,
That's
you will
true.
never play in the NBA again.
Yeah, that's true. Because I remember the Jazz were in position to maybe make the playoffs, but somebody else had won the game they needed to win. So the Jazz found out in, like the first quarter that they weren't going to make the playoffs. They were like, "Fuck it, just get all
Yeah,
the points you want."
yeah. All right, man. You got one more topic here on the, I guess the second to last topic here. I don't. It just
Oh,
you
yeah.
just have here being a loser. So I'm really
Yes.
intrigued with where we're going with this. So I have no idea where you want to go with it.
So I was talking to a good friend of mine over the weekend. We were talking about just like, or maybe a couple days ago. I whatever it was. We were talking about like just like life when you're like tired and like burnt out, or when you just like shit is just like not going your way,
Yeah.
where it's like one thing after another. And I was like, give those words of encouragement and stuff. And then I was also like, sometimes also it's cool to just chill out for a little bit, like a week or two, just take a couple days to do nothing, and then you could just always just get back at it. You know what I mean? And and they were like, yeah, it's okay to be a loser, like temporary. And I was like, it is okay to be a loser for like a little bit, like a week or two. It's okay, not for anything longer than like a month or like a lunar cycle, but just like a couple days. When you just ain't got it and just shit just ain't going your way sometimes, it's okay to give yourself a little bit of permission to be a temporary loser.
Okay, like, are we just talking about like couch riding?
Yeah, yeah.
That loser is strong.
Well, true. I don't
You
mean like
know,
quit at life.
yeah, like still go to work, still pick up the
Yeah,
kids
for
from
sure.
daycare.
For sure.
Don't totally check out on the things that you need to take care of. But yeah, man, if you want to spend 3 days with your phone on silent playing Mass Effect, I might be talking to myself. Go for it, man. I have
Yeah,
enjoyed my last couple weekends with Mass Effect, and
I'm
yeah, I
not mad
guess
at that.
that would qualify. I call it couch riding. I feel like
Okay,
loser is
yeah,
a
yeah.
little harsh. But no, I mean, sometimes you just ain't got it. Like you
No,
just
yeah, man.
um
Friday was that day for me. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get off work. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna do all this stuff, and then I had like a shitty day at work, and I put on my gym clothes, and I like mentally prepared to go to the gym. And you know what I did? I went to Bojangles.
yeah. What you get?
I got I think I got what I get a wing dinner and a Supreme snack. I was pretty fat. I'm not gonna hold you, but it had been a long
Um
day and I
I,
needed
s-
it.
I saw a dude on a reel get a fried bologna sandwich. And you niggas eat anything. You eating fried bologna from from Bojangles? Ugh.
Oh yeah, they are doing that on special. I forgot I saw that on the menu.
I have not touched bologna in like 30 years.
You're not fucking with Oscar Mayer.
No, man. Not since I was like 8 and I was a latchkey kid and it was the only thing I knew how to cook, so I could like put it in the pan with the cheap ass cheese.
Yeah.
But no, I have not had bologna in 30 years strong, so at least 25 years. So I would say I'm 37, so I'll say 10,
Yeah.
11, 12 was probably the last time I had any
Okay.
kind of bologna. But no, man, nothing wrong with that. I'm a little I tweaked the my bicep doing preacher curls on Thursday.
Okay.
And I worked out, went Friday, fine. Saturday I don't lift, I go for a run. Sunday's a total rest day. And I went and lift yesterday and went through my whole circuit. But just like when I went through a cable ladder raise, it just caught a snatch
Mm.
right there. And I was like, going home. And today, no, I didn't do any like weightlifting today. I just jogged. And tomorrow is just a jog. We'll try again Thursday because
I feel you.
I'm not trying to tear my bicep. It's not
No.
doesn't sound pleasant.
That's why I
Most of the
avoid
gym
avoid
people
preacher
out,
curls.
yeah, it's an advanced lift and you got to be careful with it.
Yeah.
But we're good though. I can feel I got my range of motion back. We'll be fine. But
Got you.
be back Thursday. But no, nothing wrong with that, man. Sometimes we had a couple snow weekends this year for the first time in a long
Hmm.
time, and man, I had a lot of fun. Just eating Oreos and watching movies. I mean, I couch rotted this weekend, man. I played Mass Effect 3 for like hours. I watched Devil Wears Prada 1.
Okay. I
Had
gotta
never
rewatch
seen it
before I go see the
before.
second one.
Had
It's
never even
dope. It's a
seen it
good movie.
before. It's a great movie. Um, yeah, man, I just watched a lot of basketball. I did go out
Yeah.
um Saturday, but
Okay.
other than that, man, just, hanging out.
I feel
Nothing
you.
wrong with it.
No, not at all. Um,
Heading into internet challenges.
yes. So apparently there's this new challenge on the internet. It's similar to like the cinnamon challenge. Remember that?
I
Where
do.
people were like eating the cinnamon, trying to eat like just spoonful of cinnamon. So apparently now they're eating butter balls, coated in cinnamon sugar, like literally just butter wrapped in sugar. That's some new challenge. And I just want to say, hey guys, for the sake of like your feet and your doctors, Please stop.
Um, Spread on some toast, I could rock with it. But just raw dog and butter and cinnamon,
Yeah.
it's
Just
rough. But if it's like spreadable and you got some warm bread, a little cinnamon
yeah,
toast,
cool.
butter,
Yeah,
I'm
slide
fucking
it
with
right
it.
across.
But just like just eating butter.
Yes.
Oh, no, internet challenge. I remember the crate challenge.
Yes. During the
It was
pandemic,
like
yeah.
I saw like just like dude after dude would try to climb these crates on concrete and fall. And I just remember thinking, and that is why male life expectancy is lower than female
Yeah,
life
that's why it's
expectancy.
lower. Yep, it is. That's why.
Because the the only way this ends is you falling, and you're gonna do this on concrete.
There's no other way. I
Not
remember this.
grass, not a trampoline. No, you're
Like, what
gonna
were you
put these
thinking?
crates on concrete and just
You
hope you
didn't
don't
think
get
to,
concussed. Okay, that
yeah,
sounds like a good
that's a
idea.
bold strategy, Cotton.
Um,
Yeah, I remember there was I saw a video of guys trying to like move a couch from a first floor to a second floor, but they didn't actually like take it up the stairs. They just like tried to like have one guy pull it up from like the banister.
well, oh my God. You know, moving is hard.
It is. It is.
It's a challenge. It's exhausting. And
Yes.
maybe they were just tired. And
They
you ever been
probably
so
yeah.
tired you just start doing dumb shit because you can't
Oh yeah.
like process things. And so maybe that's what
Hmm.
happened. We're gonna go with that. But
Yeah,
no,
we'll go with that.
don't eat butter. Not for the internet,
No,
not
yeah,
for
do not eat
anybody.
butter.
Don't just well, butter is a useful tool for cooking. Just don't eat raw butter. That's gross.
No,
You know,
yeah.
make a little compound butter, little cinnamon, rosemary, garlic, whatever kind of butter, and put it on
Hmm.
something. But don't just raw dog the butter. That's not good.
Yeah, just
So
melt the butter, put some crab legs in it.
yeah,
There you go.
there you go. There are plenty of uses for butter in all of its forms. You can brown butter, soften butter, cold butter, all those things.
Yeah.
Compound butters, like you said, crab legs, seafood. Just don't raw dog butter.
Timberland butters, any
Yeah.
other butter.
Any butter, Timberland butters. Although cinnamon sugar butter is pretty good.
No, it is. It's great. I love that toast.
So. All right. Thanks for listening. My name is Darius. That's D's all over the area on all socials.
And I'm Jordan. That's Jordan be writing on all socials.
Please rate, like, and subscribe. We're at Out the Trunk Pod on all socials. That is Out the Trunk Pod on all socials. See you next week.
See you next week, guys.